Howdy, and welcome back to Chicken Police with Wickedstorm Gaming. We just saw a show on the stage. Here she is. We're already here. How'd I get here? Just gonna skip the whole thing and me sneaking off to go find her, huh? Alright.
Gee, that is a, unique picture. And kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
You know, I bet most people don't hang up their own nudes.
It's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're funny.
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination.
Oh no. I still want to know why only she seems to have a tail so far.
This woman...
Strikes me as a bit weird.
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror.
Do
you even recognize
it's a sign.
yourself?
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Don't mention it. So this is where the magic happens, right? The big transformation.
How much makeup could you put on
Every
fur?
woman needs a little magic, and every man needs some illusion.
You're right there, Angel.
Exit near? I don't think we're going to exit yet. Is that all that's in here? Ooh. I got another book. The 7th Rule of Predation. That's a goat eating an eyeball. Wow, okay. Wait, what'd I get?
I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I may be needing you now. Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop than I ever had before. More like a Clawville cop, anyway. Oh man, I totally get you. Come to daddy, darling.
Okay, I was worried he was going to drink it. Yeah, okay.
This woman's aware of her charm.
Okay, well, I already saw that.
This woman's aware.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long
He had a
night.
couple once he got here,
I
too.
hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
I don't know, he sure does do it when we're
Banal
questioning
if I
shit.
tell you it's an occupational hazard.
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you
How
here
fun.
so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
You do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
He might have been serious.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here,
I didn't know they could see that.
started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like
I
that.
didn't know they could see me scanning through shit.
Sonny, come at me.
Hmm? Oh,
That's
right, the
something I
questioning.
don't hear often. With pleasure.
Right, the questioning. New function questioning. Hooray.
This woman.
Yeah, same thing. All right.
Seriously, how did you find me? Not even my boss knows where I live.
He's a
I
bloodhound.
didn't include Ibn in my little private mission. Some of his resources were still available to me.
Ah, shit.
Yeah,
The
let me
gangsters know
guess.
where I live.
There's someone at the station working for him.
Someone? You're so cute when you're playing naive.
Have you ever had dealings with the police?
Not in this city.
And otherwise?
Does it really matter, Mr. Featherland?
It might.
Maybe it does. More than a little.
I'm afraid you'll have to unravel that thread yourself. But you will find nothing but a dead end.
Now let's get to the questions.
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
Cats do like to eat birds. She is neutral. How come we always start off with one question?
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you
It
perform
blew
here
his fucking
frequently?
mind.
You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time.
I was not expecting a
The
drug trip in
state
this
still
one.
calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
Let's ask about the picture on the wall. I
picture
think she'd
on the
like that.
wall is quite
Oh yeah, I
dead.
forgot I was supposed to be focusing on
Only
shit,
if you
not
knew
making
how
people
old
happy.
I was at the time.
I think I'm on a slippery slope here.
Ugh.
Come on, don't be shy. Ask me.
All right. How old were you?
Did you really believe I'd tell you?
You did
You're
tell me
quite
to
a player,
ask.
aren't you?
Life is anything but a game, detective.
Well, you tell me.
Feeling that was a bit of a game. I don't think even Westler's minded.
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, if you say so. Marital advice material. Man, I am just reading shit, all kinds of wrong today. You have any material advice concerning the threats? Why Deborah? She's a nice girl, but why didn't you come to me? That's it. I'm a little curious about this. But that's
Do you have any material evidence concerning the threats?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it.
Name
I
in the
simply
brick?
couldn't bear to look at them.
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler could ever turn to the cops?
I see. So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
She's still technically a cop.
Ridiculous, but you're
Still
my
technically
last
a cop.
hope.
That does sound ridiculous, but I accept my ego and old habits.
You can't do anything else, can you?
Something like that. A leopard can't change its spots. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
Yeah, I assume that was an inner monologue, but why was your mouth moving? Yeah, anywho, confident, mysterious, cold, scared. Deep behind diamond skin. What was in those threats
What was in
exactly?
those threats?
Yeah.
Exactly.
The message itself is not a threat, it's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So,
That's the word.
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
I think quite a few.
yes, I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And
Yeah,
yes,
you got me.
that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Maybe it is.
Thank you for your honesty.
Maybe she had a visitor at that house of hers in that black car he keeps sending by. Maybe he saw it. Maybe he saw it on film. What about Filmar? That's the bird downstairs, but this is to do with the dangerous celebrity. Does that have anything to do with the dangerous relationship between you two?
Could the threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship between you?
You mean I'm a cat and he's a rat?
Every
monster.
interracial relationship has risk. But yes, this one's more conspicuous than most.
Clawville's a very open and free city, but I guess you see more radical transgressions than I do.
One of the most common causes in homicidal and predatory cases, ma'am. So, yes.
Well, I don't know about that. Nobody ever questioned our relationship openly.
I mean, who's going to openly question the mob boss?
And you know, if
But
you're
his
interested in my
personal life.
personal feelings, danger fills our relationship with a flavor no other can replace.
It must be one interesting relationship, that's for sure. I'm not sure I can feel the same, but I can certainly understand it.
Maybe one day you'll experience it, Sonny. Have you ever been with a predator before?
Well,
Well,
that's unsteady ground, Natasha. Let's turn the questioning around, if you don't mind.
as you wish, Sonny.
Getting a little too close there. How many fools have you used up?
How many fools like me have you used up, Natasha?
In all my life? Well,
I just forget it. I don't want to know. Curiosity killed the cat. No pun intended.
I'm amazed that these sayings are in this world.
you're not a fool, Sonny. I know that was supposed to be a kind of insult, but it usually rolls right off me. I can't take cockadoodling, so you can put aside the strutting stuff while you're talking to me.
Fair point. Broadcast received, ma'am. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
Again, why is your mouth moving for an internal monologue? Minus 60, holy shit. Yeah,
Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
we were doing so
I'm
good.
prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you, no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator, or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Really?
I got awkward.
I knew I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Luck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
Because she dug into your personal life? You played me from the start, didn't you? What do you want
What
from me?
exactly do you want from me?
Yeah.
You are really as good as they say you are. And I'm not selling lucky dips, Sonny. Find them, whoever they are, and
Whatever it takes.
not exactly, but something like that.
You know, if I didn't see the speck of fear behind the confidence shining in your eyes, I wouldn't take the case.
I'm not afraid.
You're terrified, Natasha. Don't be ashamed.
You must solve this. As soon as you can. Money's not an issue.
That's good to hear. Wow, I fucked that one up apparently. Man, I had that thing like up way high for a bit there, and then it just dropped like 60 points. So what the fuck? Bad but not good either. It's okay for a rookie, but you can do better. Rather threatening word. Who knew? Yeah, I don't know if I should be retrying these or not. I'm not going
Just
to right now, but
one more thing, Sonny.
yeah.
Natasha,
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets.
Well, you're naked in the painting back there.
I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know,
Please, this is very important to me.
sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Do you have a light, Natasha?
I'm sorry. I've never smoked.
Really? That's very uncommon in your line of work.
It was uncommon in all my previous lines of work, too. But I promise the next time we meet, I'll bring you a box of matches.
I might take you up on that.
No trouble at all.
Why did you name it the Tsar Club when you took over? It was the Millions before.
Maybe you can guess my origins from my name and my accent. I come from the eastern Tsardom of Stavonia. We are quite respectful of our leaders.
You feel that's not the case here in Clawville?
Here? No. Absolutely not, Mr. Featherland. Many here don't even know the name of their king. To them, he's only the Fox King. It's quite disrespectful and rude.
There's some truth to that.
She sounds actually
Where I'm
kind of
from.
upset about
We
that.
choose our leaders ourselves, and whatever they do later, we proudly stand by our decision.
So that's why the name, in respect to your country.
Don't take me for so sentimental. It's only partly the reason. We lived there until I was 14. Then we had to flee.
Ugh.
Doesn't matter why. In the end, I was the only one who made it to Clawville. So the name isn't because of nostalgia or respect. More like a reminder.
So, why Deborah?
I could not seek you out in person. It was risky even to send Debbie.
It's too late now. Mr. Wessler is aware of my little investigation.
I'm sorry I got her mixed up in this. She's a lovely girl.
She looked like one.
Yeah, we kind of just walked right up to that guy, didn't we?
May I be brash?
It's New Year's Eve. Everything goes tonight.
Gibbon. Do you love him?
In my own way, yes, I do.
Whatever that means.
You can't understand this, Sonny. There are women who can't actually love. Not like they're supposed to. But that doesn't mean they don't love however they can.
That's not a real answer, is it?
If you only accept yes or no, then yes, I love him.
People beat around the bush so damn much in this game. Anyway, for now, like it if you liked it, subscribe if you want, share it if you can, and do what you want. I'll see you next time. Have fun.